What's up, everybody? And here we are, the final starter deck for the Gundam card game, Siege Strike. Again, this is the Gundam Assemble set, so you have the ST04A designation instead of the ST04. And yeah, let's get into this. Let me know if you've seen some of the other starter, well, I guess they are still technically starter decks, but I know they've got like ST08 already announced, all the way up through that. Let me know in the comments if you are looking more forward to any of those. I haven't looked at what all of them are. Well, you've seen it 3 times. I guess you don't really need to see it a 4th. Was the Gundam Assemble little sheet like this one. Again, it's the how to play. We've seen this before. Back of it was a little play mat. Here is our extra alt-art card. And on straight into the deck. As with the others, there's our damage counter on the back. And up front, we've got L Strike Gundam. And our second L Strike Gundam. And Aegis Gundam. And our other Aegis Gundam. And it's looking like this will be a white and red deck. So we have Strike Gundam here. For those, Mobius 0. For those, regular Mobius, or a blocker there. Three of those, Strike Dagger. 3 of those. Aegis Gundam MA mode with a breach on him. 4 of those. The Jin or Gin, maybe? Not familiar with this one. 3 of those. Miguel's Gin. 3 of those. Kira. Our pilot. 4 of those. Got Athrun Zala for another pilot there. And before everybody's like, I can't believe you don't know stuff from Seed. I don't know what it is about Seed. I just couldn't get into it. I think it might have been just how whiny the main guy was. I'm sure if I could get through that, it's probably great. Command Striker Pack. 3 of those. Command and pilot. Command of Hakov Endymion. And then Mula Flaga as the pilot. 3 of those. Another command pilot. Magic Bullet of Dusk for the command. And Miguel Ayman for the pilot. 2 there. Our Archangel base. 3 of those. Vesalius for our other base. 3 of those, and onto our resource cards. And our EX base. Up a little bit. EX base, EX resource, and then we got a Airstrike Gundam token. Two of those. Launcher Strike Gundam token. Two of those. And Sword Strike Gundam token there. Two of those. Alright. So that's the deck. Go ahead and see what we get in our alt art pack. I'm 2 for 3 on legendary rares. Let's see if I can finish it off with another legendary rare. Nope. Got another common for the Striker Pack command card. It looks pretty sick in full art foil though. And obviously the C+. Again, all these cards have been pretty bowed. I'm not putting pressure on that. That is just how bowed it is. Pretty sure it can be pressed out though. Let me find that command and we can compare. There we go. There is the comparison between the two. Again, just basically getting rid of the dark box behind the text there and adding foil. Would have been cool for the legendary rares, but I ain't mad about it. So, get into these minis. Also, let me know in the comments, because I know in the earlier video I mentioned how I went to the Gundam Base USA tour recently. I did buy a lot of Gunpla. So if there's any interest, there's our bases, because I have been skipping the assembly part of these. If there's any interest in like just chilling one Saturday with live streaming, putting a Gunpla together, let me know. So yeah, this is the Sword Strike Gundam, the runner for that giant sword there. The Launcher Strike Gundam. And the Sky Grasper. So yeah. Once again, I will make a quick cut while I put these together. And then we will take a look at the fully assembled minis. And yeah, so I will be right back. Alright, we are back with these all put together. These were a little bit different. I actually had to take out the directions on this one because classic thought I had it done, and then I had leftover parts, so I had to see what that was all about. But yeah, we'll take a look at these. Got the Launcher Strike Gundam. Looking good. This one was probably the, well, I guess the Sky Grasper was probably the easiest to put together, but seeing those extra parts threw me off. So I guess this guy was the fastest to put together. Show that back there. Alright. And then the Sword Strike Gundam. This guy was definitely the hardest to put together out of the three, just because how the arms holding the blades snap in there have some weird angles going on. And Sky Grasper, again using one of those little pegs for the aerial unit. There. And so the reason I ended up with extra head shield, arm with a rifle, and then another arm. I was like, are those tucked under the thing? Like, what's going on? And then finally gave up, pulled out the instructions. So you can actually take apart, if I can get it without the glare, you can take apart both of the launcher and the Sky Grasper to combine for the L Strike Gundam. So that's pretty cool. Again, it shows you how to do that. I also noticed if you do decide to paint these, on the guide here, they actually tell you exactly what colors you need for the official Gundam colors on these. So that's a nice little bit of additional info. But yeah, so those are the minis for this set. I do have one more thing. If you've made it this far into the video, I have got my hands on 4 more of the bonus packs, one for each of the starters, or the alt art cards. So we will go ahead and see what we get out of these. This will be the starter deck 1. A white base alt art, okay. Looks pretty cool with all the etching on there. And from our second starter deck, Corsica base, another base card, which, okay, that's not. For a second I thought that line was a misprint, but it's actually a catwalk. Just looks weird with the etching and foil. Number 3. Another Indignation. It's the one we pulled out of that deck to begin with. And for our last one, we got another common. Oh, it's a pilot card though. Zala. That's pretty cool. I even like the foiling down there. Not bad at all. Yeah, that is the end of going through these starter decks. Again, as I mentioned earlier, definitely leave me a comment below. Let me know if you would be interested in seeing actual Gunpla building content. I know this is a card channel, but I do enjoy Gunpla. And if I can share that with some people who are interested, then cool, I'll do that. Like I said, if I did, it'd probably be like live streaming, just chilling out and chatting while I build. Yeah, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.